Alright, you can bear with me with the wind. I'm doing this outside because I have nothing better to do. So, this was a killer deal at through Arcade Guns. I just got these picked up today. It's the TM22-A-18. I know you can't see that, but it's Turkish made through the area for Rock Island Armory. 22 semi-auto. Of course, you got your plastic stock. I'm not a huge, full disclaimer, I don't really like plastic stocks. The first one I ever just felt cheap and flimsy, and like I could just easily break it. It was on like a 270, and it was like maybe a Savage. I don't know. It was an actual name brand, and I hated the thing, and it kind of had me believing all plastic stocks are nothing but complete and totally cheap garbage. Personally, I am a fan of solid wood. Always have been, probably always will be. It's not saying that there's not a time and place for polymer or plastic. Just not my cup of tea. I did get this because, like I said, it was a good deal. I was kind of in the need for a small 22. I wouldn't mind if it got a little scratched up or a little beat up. The reason why is my only other 22 I have is my great-grandfather's Winchester, which is about 100 years old at this point. So I was hoping to get something a little that if it got beat up a little bit, I wouldn't care. I'd love to tell you the price, but YouTube does not appreciate that. No threaded barrel, but it does have iron sights. This is plastic by the way it feels. Pretty 99% positive that's plastic. Nothing fancy on the finish on the barrel. You do have integrated rear sight into the Picatinny rail. Ambidextrous bolt, so you can either have this little pin on the left side if you're left-handed, which I predominantly am, or you can flip it over and put it in right here. I don't know how well you can see that with the lighting, and you can make it right-handed. Came with a 10-round magazine. Again, this does not feel great, the stock don't, but I mean, for what it is, I've seen plastic stock rifles that cost a heck of a whole lot more that felt as cheap, if not cheaper. Now, ordinarily I like a gun that if I can shoulder it feels like it's almost a natural extension of my body. This is not it. But I don't foresee myself just going out and shooting this a whole lot. First off, I don't shoot a lot to begin with. Second off, this is just like your proverbial beater gun, if you will. Something I can just stash away. If I threw it, say, behind the seat of a truck or something like that, I wouldn't be, and ride through the fields, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if I set this beside me on the tractor. I wouldn't care about that. That's the whole purpose of it. It don't have to be expensive. It don't have to be fancy. All it needs to do is work. And they seem to have a good reputation of doing that. And for the price, heck, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. Again, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing overly pretty. With that, it does kind of look pretty cool. Now, some people will whine, bitch, moan, and complain about, oh, should have a threaded barrel. Look, I don't have a single thing with a suppressor on it. And as long as the suppressors are on the NFA, I'm not going to. Matter of fact, I would really like it if the NFA went away altogether, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So simply put, a suppressor for me, I don't care about. That's just something else for me to clean and take care of, and I've got plenty enough to deal with as it is. Especially since it would require me filling out a bunch of crap for the ATF, or actually the full name is BATFE. I like to call them Bastards Against Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. I don't like them because of I don't like the ATF, but because of all of the crap you have to deal with, it ain't worth it to me. It genuinely is not. So, yeah, if you want a suppressor ready firearm, this ain't the right thing for you. There's other things out there. But if you just want something that's a beater, maybe give this a look. I mean, maybe I'll add a scope on it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But for the price, for what I've got planned for it, I can't see any other reason why I would have an issue with this. It's just going to be hopefully a cheap, functional rifle that I can just, whatever happens to it, happens to it. I don't care. As long as it don't get destroyed too easily or doesn't disappear, I probably am not going to care. I just want it to be functional, and if it gets scratched up a little bit, so be it. And if that's what you're looking for, I mean, for the price, like I said, I can't tell you what it was. You can't go wrong with it. I know this video sucks. I'm doing this on my phone. I'm not a professional product reviewer. I mean, it seems to be alright. It seems to have a decent reputation. So I'm going to give it a shot, and if I have any issues, I'll let y'all know. Later.